Hello all the future officers, this is your mentor Sahil Singh at Budding Mariners, and today's video is regarding all the merchant navy terms that are required in this field. And before knowing and getting all the knowledge related to sponsorship, IMCT and merchant navy companies, you should be aware of all these terms, otherwise you will not be able to understand anything. So let's start. So first of all, the most important word, sponsorship. What does this word sponsorship mean? Definition wise, sponsorship means a shipping company agrees to train you and employ you as a cadet after your pre-sea training. It is essential company's forum commitment to your maritime career, which means if a company has sponsored you for BSc, that means after completion of your BSc, obviously there are few terms and conditions that you should maintain this type of CGPA, or you should pass on all these things. And apart from all these terms and conditions, the company makes a formal commitment to you that after completion of your BSc, we are going to hire you and put you on our ships for your training. If the company has given you sponsorship for DNS, this means it is going to take you on board ship for training after completion of your DNS. A sponsored candidate is generally more certain to join merchant navy, and the things are not in the air. It's full and final that he is going to get placed in a good company after completion of his course. So that is why sponsorship is something that is preferred by almost all the candidates. Otherwise, unsponsored candidates, they have a kind of uncertainty whether I will get a good ship or not, whether I will be able to get placed or not. Now the term number 2, which is cadetship. Okay, so like for example, if you will be doing your DNS, Diploma in Nautical Science, which is of 1 year, your pre-C course, you will be studying inside colleges, attending classes regarding navigation, cargo operations, safety and maritime, each and everything. Theoretical knowledge you will be getting over here. But cadetship means sea training phase. For example, if you do DNS, you will have to undergo 18 months of cadetship. In this cadetship, you will be on board ship, you will be taught things over there, you will be getting practical hands-on experience of everything, and you will have to complete this 18 months of cadetship before becoming an officer or giving your second mates examinations. So cadetship for different courses varies a little bit. For example, for DNS it is 18 months, for BSc it is 12 months, for BTech it is 6 months. So this is the meaning of cadetship. Now the term number 3 are going to be internal companies and external companies. As the name suggests, internal companies are all those companies, the companies which recruit through their partners, which are generally colleges. They do not go through their recruitment process by their own self. They recruit via maritime institutes. For example, Tom comes inside campuses like Ganpati University. DMECO also goes for the Ganpati University. In IMI there are different companies. For example, DMECO, PIL, and all these companies, they go to such colleges for their recruitment drive. Selection is through the training academy. You fill the forms for the colleges. Now the college is going to send the profiles, your PCM and everything, all the marks you got in the college examination to the companies. They are going to select your profile, and according to that they will call you for their interview and their written examination process. Mind this, for these companies the process for selection is going to differentiate from company to company. The common thing is they do their recruitment drive through colleges like IMI Noida, Ganpati University, or maybe other colleges like TS Rahman, right? Now companies tie up to the specific institute or academy. Here external companies are those companies that carry out their recruitment drive directly by their own self. These companies are generally the companies which are having a lot number of seats. For example, Anglo Eastern, Synergy, Fleet, they go through their own recruitment process. Sponsorship exams are conducted in-house by themselves only. They will book a examination center and you will have to give your examination over there only. Interview process and selection process by the company itself. Student applies directly to the shipping company. Here you are applying for the colleges, here you are going to apply directly to the shipping company on their website. For example, you want to apply for the Anglo Eastern, you are going to go to the Anglo Eastern website and then fill the forms over there. Examples here are Anglo Eastern, Fleet Management, Synergy, and many more companies.
If you are someone who is looking for English classes for IMU CET and sponsorship preparation and want to join Merchant Navy, there is a link in the description. Fill out that Google form.
Now the term number 4 are going to be ownership companies and management companies. Ownership companies, as the name again suggests, the companies which own the vessels in the fleet outright. Advantages of ownership companies, as myself, I am placed in DMECO, which is the ownership company. Why I chose ownership company over other sponsorships that I had? Because it provides stability and consistent fleet, the consistent company policies are there, and generally the employee treatment is considered to be better on the uh, ownership companies. Long term career, if you want a long term career, staying inside a ownership company is considered a little bit better because they provide a better employee treatment. But it's not that the management companies are not treating you right, it's a little bit better on this side. Now the management companies are those companies which manage ships owned by other. Now they take ships for management from the owners, and they give their crew and all the technical support to them. Advantages here: these companies generally have huge fleet. For example, Anglo Eastern has more than 700 ships in its fleet, and Synergy also has 650 plus. Fleet also has a lot of vessels. V Ships also has. Now these type of companies, they have a lot of seats available, so the selection process for these companies becomes a little bit easier. And as the fleet size is very much high, so you get exposure to different kind of vessels. For example, here in the ownership companies, if I'm getting placed into DMECO, then most probably I will get the option to be in tankers or bulk carriers. I'm getting placed in Tom, then I will be getting options with the tankers only. If I'm getting placed in the Dynagas, then I will be getting only the LNG and LPG vessels. But here the companies are going to have a diverse fleet. Now the term number 3 is going to be waiting period. What is waiting period? After the completion of your course and before your first ship joining, there is a period in between which is the time taken by companies as a buffer in placing you on board ship. Now this time matters a lot. If you are sponsored by a company, you should always aim to get sponsored by a company which has a lower waiting period, so that you can complete your cadetship earlier and get to the officer ranks after clearing your second mates fast. So the waiting period, in simple words, is just the time between your first ship of joining and your commencement of course, DNS, PSC, BTech, whatever it is. Generally waiting periods are something in between 1 month for companies like Tom, Scorpio and MSC. You can say the waiting periods are less than 3 months, and for few companies it might be more. As of now, like for DMECO also it is more, for SIMS it is higher, and also for Volem the waiting periods are going high right now. But these scenarios, they keep on changing according to the scenario in the market. Now more terms are going to be the type of vessels. As we know, these companies what are management or ownership, whatever they are providing trade and becoming a backbone of the world economy. So few have tankers. Tankers are all those vessels or ships that carry crude oil, petroleum products, chemicals. Generally they have higher salaries in many cases, and their specialized training is also required to be placed on tankers. For example, if I will be going on tankers, then I will require OCTO, oil and chemical tanker familiarization course. Now here for the bulk carriers, they generally carry coal, iron ore, grains and other raw materials which are not in liquid form. Okay, here the cargo is simpler, and they are really considered great for beginners because the work pressure here is a little less. Now containerized ship, here all the cargo is contained inside small containers, so that the transportation process becomes a little fast. These are fast paced operations, and frequent port calls are going to be there. Now container examples are going to be MSC, one of the biggest, Maersk also, and Seaspan also. Now here are going to be offshore vessels. These type of vessels are generally oil rigs and offshore. These are used for the energy projects. Now here we have LNG and LPG ships. These are the kind of ships which have the most hectic work protocol because of the demand of the cargo. But these are also the ships which are highest paying, among the highest paying sectors, and highly specialized profile. As the cargo is very critical, it has to be maintained at a good pressure and a good temperature also. So that is why you are getting paid for higher responsibility. Now what is the difference between Feb batch and August batch? So the companies have the primary recruitment drive, which is August batch. In this batch almost all the companies will be coming. This is the traditional well established batch. Maximum number of seats are available in this batch. Most sponsorship companies linked to admissions are going to happen over here only. And here the February batch, it is going to be an additional drive for recruitment and it to avoid the waiting period for all the students. Some companies specifically recruit for this type of batches. Generally these are MSC, Anglo Eastern Fleet, sometimes V-Ships and Scorpio also. Now the IMECT rank that you have is valid for both the August batch and February batch. If you have missed the August batch, then the February batch is going to be your option number B. If the admission process is going to be the same, later company selections, the company options are going to reduce if you are going for the February batch as compared to the August batch. Now a course start for the February batch, very obvious, the course is going to start in February, and for August batch it is going to start in August. So this was all. If you want to get updated to all the updates related to Merchant Navy, and if you want to get copy of this particular PPT, you can just join the group below. And if you want to join a batch of budding mariners to start your preparation from today, you can click and fill the form in the below description.